What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday. Somebody got me feeling like a $1 million bill, honey. You gonna let Miss Whitney sing it for me today, honey. Yes, he does. And that would be one other than Mr. Vanness Wu. Thank you so much for giving your girl, showing your girl some love this week. Honey, oh my God. I feel so special today. What's up, everybody? I'm waiting for more people to get in here. I feel so special today. My big salute goes to Mr. Vanness. Whoa! Big salute because he did not have to do what he did this week. He saw a clip of my award show that I did, that I posted last week, where he was in it, and he actually put it inside of his recent stories on Instagram. And I was looking at my phone like, what is this? And I started screaming. My daughter was like, what's going on? I'm like, you put that stuff in there. So that is a huge thank you so much. Thank you so much. And whatever subscriber or whatever fan did that showed that to him, thank you so much. That meant the world. That made my whole year. Don't nobody got else to do shit for me this week. This year at all. That made my year because he is a fashion icon. I'm sorry. If he's not getting there, if he's not climbing up that ladder, he is already there. He is truly a fashion icon. I love all of his shoes. You need to go over to his website, honey, and look at some of the stuff that he has got. He's got some badass shoes for women over there. And like I said, I got a few. And the shoes are comfortable. They're expensive, but they're comfortable. Okay, it's comfort. You got the quality and you got the comfort. So I cannot believe he watched it either, precise. That's why I said I got to give him the salute, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. That made my entire year. So it is Saturday. I love every last one of y'all. I got a couple of announcements to make. That was one that was thanking my boy over there. I just love him. He's so fine. He is so fine to me. Anyway. This year, ending out the year, what I want to do for my MeiMies, my original gangster MeiMies, is that for New Year's Eve, I want all of you guys to join me over in Discord for our New Year's Eve party. You got to dress up, you got to get dialed up, darling, and hang out with us on New Year's Eve and bring in the new year all around the world. So yes, I will be up all day hanging out with all my MeiMies from all around the world on New Year's Eve, bringing in the new year with you guys, okay? What's up, Lorraine? What's up, Miss Shirley, Miss Berna? How are you guys today? I am so happy. Like I said, that dude got me feel like $1 million bill, okay? So, yes, on New Year's Eve, all day, and I will probably be starting earlier because of the different people who are in different time zones, bringing in the new year with you guys. It says, okay, Precise says the thing that I find funny in that video is that you said he wasn't fine. He heard that. And said, I wonder what he thought of that. And it's not, it was a compliment. And the reason why is because I'm going to tell you this. You have your pretty boys, period. Okay? Pretty boys can be gorgeous in the face, but have no substance. And he has an X factor that it's something about his spirit that you cannot fake. You can't act like that. I've seen guys who try to act cool and it don't work on them. Even black guys, it don't work on everybody. He has this thing that he was born with. It is a style or an essence about his spirit that he was born with. And it's not to put him down as far as as how he looks, because to me, he's sexy as hell. You can have pretty guys, but just because they nice looking don't mean they have that manly essence about them. And with him, he has an essence about him that I find very attractive. I mean, just because you're pretty, Mr. Beaming is a very pretty man. He is. You know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of men that are pretty. You understand what I'm saying? There's pretty men in all cultures, but that does not mean they have that thing. that keeps your attention. I look at a pretty face all day. That doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna keep my attention for the whole day. And Mr. Wu actually has something about him that intrigues me so much that I would love to have a conversation with him. I would love to, interact with him other than just look at him and drool. You understand what I'm saying? Because after I get finished wiping my face, then it's like, what else he got to offer? And when it comes down to Mr. Wu, he has a lot more to offer. He seems like a very deep person, and in his spirit, and that's something that attracts me. I don't think it's just face. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can have a nice face. You can get that put on these days. People can give you all kind of plastic surgery and all of that. That doesn't make you an interesting person, nor does it give you that thing that he has about him that you can't put into words. You know what I'm saying? People call it an X factor, but I call it there's a level of class, there's a level of chic about him, and then just his whole entire being wound up in that makes him very attractive. Says he was born with something. Yes, he was very much so born with something very special. And everybody is, but some people, it just comes out. It just comes out. I mean, think about it like this. Prince, for instance, he was short, and he had a lot of things going against him. Short, and then he wore heels. What man do you know can steal another man's woman with heels on and makeup? Prince could, though. If you were a man and you had a woman and Prince walked by and winked at your woman would be gone. He'd be gone. She'd be gone. It's like she going with him. And he'd be standing there like, I got all this going on. I'm 6'4". And this little motherfucker walks up here with some heels on and takes my bitch. Yep. He's got that same factor like Prince, is that it's something about him that is very different than everybody else. And it attracts women. And it's very different. It's very outside the box. You know what I'm saying? He's not for everybody. And it's very clear that he's not for everybody. And I like that about him. You know what I'm saying? Who is MeiMies? He says, are you Korean? No, I'm not Korean. I am actually African American with a lot of Indian inside of me. I'm from Chicago. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my chat. We're getting a lot of new people in here. You know what I'm saying? I love the way he dances too, Denise. I think he is, like I said, he got some brother in him or something somewhere. Me, I'm in my early 40s, darling. So at the end of the day, I have to say, I love him as an actor. I love him as a fashion icon, and he is going to be going many big places. I really see his future really blossoming, coming up very soon with him. Yeah, he got swag. You're right about that, Miss Brenda. He got hella swag. He got swag oozing off him, and I cannot say that about all of my other actors. That a lot of my favorite Chinese and Korean actors that are out here. I cannot say they got that same swag because they don't. Either you got it or you don't. And you can't fake that. And that's the thing I like about Vanness Wu, is that you cannot fake what he got going on inside him. You can't fake that. I done seen many, you know what I'm saying, white boys try to fake being cool. It don't work on them. Perfect example, Justin Bieber. Just be white and be you. He cannot fake coolness. He cannot, it looks wrong on him. Whereas Vanness Wu, he can do that shit all day. And it's like, it's him. It's him. I can't sit up there and say it's him. So Novus follows on Instagram like I do. He says he's very outspoken and very intelligent. And that's what I'm saying. He is very intelligent. That's why I said it's more to him than just a pretty face. And like I said, he's not a pretty boy. There's pretty boys, and then there are sexy men. Me, I prefer sexy men. Pretty boys, you can sit there and be like, yeah, that's pretty. You'll get tired of that. Sexy men have something else going on with them altogether. And that is their style. It's the way they look. It's the way they handle themselves. Totally different. Totally different. I prefer sexy over pretty face any day. So, but let's see, It says Mark Chow is really handsome, but he can't dress like Wu. You're right. He can't. He can't touch Wu. He can't touch Wu. But that's because he has another type of sexy. His sexy is very conservative. Okay. If you want a man in a suit, you go over to Mark Chow. Okay. Martell can't do Venice Wu. Venice Wu can do all kinds of different levels. He can do suit, he can do urban, he can do chic, he can do shabby chic, he can do it all. Martell can't do that. It's going to look odd on him. It says, oh, it's nice to meet you. Oh, wow, we got a little tiny May. I said, oh, baby, I got to watch my mouth then. We got kids in the house. Usually we don't have kids on this channel. But other than that, we're going to definitely have a New Year's Eve party right here, not on YouTube, but on Discord over there. So like I said, everybody get dressed up, get cute. This is your time. I know we're in the middle of a pandemic and nobody wants to get dressed up, but honey, every once in a while you got to feel good about yourself. I do this all the time. I get up, I wash my behind, can't say what I want to say, put on some makeup, do me, and still feel like I'm a part of the world. Okay, please do that. Please do that for yourself. Okay, don't sit around all week funky and just sit in front of TV watching Chinese dramas. Get your ass up and do something. Wash yourself up, look cute, get out. You know what I'm saying? Exercise. Just relax. This is the time to relax. Okay, like I said, get your outfits together. We definitely gonna have a virtual soul train line. Cause you know me, I love music. So y'all gotta come and hang out with your girl. Okay. It says, he's like, I'm so looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing you all come through with the fashions, honey. It says, I said, I've been watching movies and dance, and you need to. You just can't sit around and just feel depressed about what's going on. Yes, it's a bad situation for everybody, but sometimes you got to look at the bright side of things and bring up the level of energy around you. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of dwelling on problems. So I have a crush, and I don't. What? He says, I have a crush, and I don't know how to live. How to live and love me. Okay, well, first of all, now I got a little one in here, so all my MeiMies, y'all need to help this little one Mimi out. Mimi, you said you're 14 years old. You are going to fall in love a million times. Okay, darling, you a million times. It's not just gonna be one. Trust me, I done been there, done that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Just play it cool. Hey, what's up, Jeremiah's Play Zoom? Play it cool, darling. Okay, you got a million. Just don't always put all your eggs in one basket, all right? Guys come and they go. And right now at this age, honestly, falling in love, it's cute to have puppy love with somebody. It's the best feeling in the world. But darling, love is sometimes hard business and is a very tough place for your heart to be. You understand? And sometimes it's better to love on you a little bit. Okay? Don't give somebody more than you're giving yourself. I'll say that much. And that goes for all us older women too. All right. Bye-bye, baby. See you later. Anyway, on to dramas. Now, I have been watching Wolf. Wolf is, all I got to say with Wolf is this. When he did his last push away with this young lady, I was mad with him. I was mad with my boy. I was mad. I'm still sort of mad. But he is starting to understand just how far the rabbit hole goes with this particular emperor and what that emperor said in front of the little brother when he thought he was a vegetable. And that little boy, I had a feeling that little boy was not out of it. I had a feeling. And lo and behold, he wasn't. But it is starting to actually open up to what the plot is going to be. Not sure exactly how it's going to end. It doesn't look good for the Wolf Boy, which I'm kind of upset about because I really wanted him to get his girl back. But that last split that they had, honey, it was kind of hard to come back from that shit because, like I said, as a viewer, I'm watching it and I'm pissed. Okay? I'm pissed. I'm like, girl, you got to slap him a few times in the face. And he just kept coming at her and they trying to make her look small and all of that. And I was like, wow, he is really, truly being an asshole ex-boyfriend if I've ever seen one. So he's doing his job as an actor because I am really angry with him the way he treated this girl. So the acting is on point. It says, I just had like, okay. It says when you do a video about the amazing Urix, please have What is that? Amazing yours. I want you to drag her trying the queen and forcing our boy to flee into that marriage. Oh, Lorraine. I'm gonna when I do the one about the maids in the York. See, that's what I thought about it after I did the award show. Since you all like that one so much, is that I'm going to do different videos about our crown princes that we love, and then also the ones about the maids in the York. So you're gonna have a couple of videos coming out that are gonna be very, very funny from me, because I'm definitely gonna take it from my perspective. So these are going to be pretty good. Hopefully, don't nobody get mad at me for what I say about some of these maids and their characters and stuff like that. But we had some MVP maids in some of these dramas, and we have the crown princess with hella woman problems. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to try to do, like I said, as far as those videos are concerned, I'm going to crank them out because they have a lot of work that goes into them to make them really, really funny. It says the wolf boy is getting on my nerves, and I know, right? It says he knows that the emperor is evil and he's still carrying out his orders, and he should marry her and yeah, make her love. I agree. I agree, Denise. He is. This is what the problem I had with Wolf from the beginning. The wolf boy knows the emperor ain't shit. Once he found out the girl was the girl he always wanted to be with, honestly, when he got away from her, I would have just kept fucking going. I would have never turned around. I would have took her and ran. But at the same time, yeah, they had a lot of technical things are involved. Her having that, the troop and all of that, and a lot of guards she's in charge of. You know what I'm saying? The army she's in charge of and all of that. She just can't take off and run. I get that. But my problem is that he hasn't been being completely honest. He did not kill that little girl and her father. He didn't do that. He actually tried to put them someplace safe. The witch girl is the one who ended up killing them. You understand? And I still don't understand her angle in this. Because in the last episode that I watched, I'm sitting up here, you're crying over him being hurt. You're concerned about him being fucked up. But yet, you're going to run and tell the emperor what his little brother and him are up to. I'm just lost on that. Completely lost on that. And I really do feel like that, yeah, he knows that the emperor ain't nothing, but he keeps on going on with his orders. I don't understand when there's been many times that he could say, you know what, Fiend crew, y'all do y'all thing. I'm finna go get my girl and that's it. Meanwhile, what he's doing is he's pushing her so far away. Our boy Shazam, he's going to take her. He's going to end up taking her. Even though I liked how Shazam played it, where instead of asking to marry her, he asked for her to travel the world with him. I think that was an excellent way of him taking his time. But yes, I told y'all he's made me mad. He's made me very angry with his character. And I'm getting to the point like, dude, in a minute, you ain't gonna have no face left, because if you keep on taking this long, keep acting this much of a fool, no woman in their right mind gonna come back. No woman in their right mind gonna come back to that. That was just too abusive. And now, like I said, he took it too overboard. You know what I'm saying? Even when he has times to kind of put out there, like this last time when they met before the war or whatever, he said something to her that he said they don't go by, but then he'll turn her, that he don't think about her and being at that mountain. Then he'll turn around and say some shit like, but that's dead. You know what? Go on, take your ass on then. Don't keep showing up in my face. She's not mean enough. And I don't know what he was trying to do to her. And that little girl from the other tribe that first came, that had all the little jewelry stuff around her, she is hilarious. She's like, this may be beneath you, but it ain't beneath me. She told her, take this damn arrow and shoot this motherfucker. I was like, oh my God. She would have totally did it. That little girl would have totally did that shit without a heartbeat. I'm right there with her. She's like, she said, there's no levels I won't stoop about a man, so it's not a problem for me. But yeah, he is making me angry. And now, like I said, the chick has now tricked, and this emperor now knows exactly what's going on in the situation with the little brother not faking being a vegetable or whatever. and stuff like that. Yeah, that was the best part. That really was. So I'm still watching this to see how they're going to recover this story, because right now, honestly, I feel like it's going off the rails. This is where the writing is going off the rails. The writing is getting very, very messy to me, and I'm really shocked at how, crappy it's kind of tied together. Like I said, but I have to hand it to him. I love the music in this drama. I love the costumes in this drama. If there were awards for best costume, this drama would definitely be up for very good. The best costume in 2020 dramas that's out here right now would be Wolf, because the costumes and the music are amazing in this, and I do like them. Honestly, I think I downloaded the the theme song to it already on my phone, and I like listening to it and stuff like that. The other drama that I have been watching is You Complete Me. Now, I really don't like the male lead. Honestly, Vanness could have played the male lead in this, and I think it would have been a more interesting show. I really do. I think it would have been a more interesting show. The male lead is kind of weak to me. Even though I think they're trying to give him this innocent look so people wouldn't suspect him of doing dirty shit. If Vanness was playing this, I think it would have been more intriguing. And You Complete Me. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, but it's getting boring to me. This is, the whole thing is suspension is getting boring to me. They started out very strong with the drama inside the office, but now as it's going, it's getting, yes, Vanness would have brought a hella vibe to the drama You Complete Me. Hella vibe. It would have been one of the ones to watch. Because like I said, the male lead in this one is very, very, very weak. And he was just as weak as he was in Record of Youth. Mm-hmm. He's just kind of wah, he's like blah, So that one I was still trying to hold on to. Is getting weird with that one as far as I'm concerned. I find myself getting into other things and paying attention to other things and it not holding me. The other drama that I was looking at was I think it's called Epic Dynasty or Epic Quinn Dynasty or something like that. That's more a historic drama. And for me, it was a yarn fest. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning, I didn't find it something that grabbed me like Three Kingdoms. Three Kingdoms was different. Three Kingdoms had some hell of bad actors in it too. Okay, the guy who played Chow Chow, that was my dude. That was my dude. He had shade for days. He was actually funny with his shade. The other guy that played Lu Ben, they had some hella actors inside of Three Kingdoms. The Quinn, Epic Dynasty or whatever, I just am not. That is such a yarn. I mean, it's borderline boring ass documentary. You know what I'm saying? You kind of ask for commercials in this one. I don't know. Do you all feel the same way or what? Let me know. Is anybody watching Epic Quinn Dynasty? I'm not sure. I think that's about the first emperor in China. It says, I think it was made for historic fans. It's okay. It is okay. Three Kingdoms was the shit, though. I mean, compared, you stand those two up together, it's like everything is hitting the flow. Seriously, he says you should check before we get married on this. Okay, I am not a fan of Taiwanese drama, but this one is up there with the K-drama. Okay, I'll look at that. It says I watched the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I only watched the first 2 episodes too. And honey, I was just like, first of all, ain't none of the characters have anything about, none of the actors have anything about them that's attractive. The female in it, ew. I don't know, like, where did they get this bitch from? I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Where did they get this bitch from? I mean, she's not beautiful or stand outish. I mean, granted, I know they're trying to do it more it's lined up next to, the history part of it. But even inside of, Three Kingdoms, it had a little style. It had a little zest. It had a little something. I'm like, this is boring as hell. It says, I'm on 32 and it's about history. It's more guys. I know but Three Kingdoms was a guy drama too. It really was, but it was hella entertaining. It really was. It says, have you seen Danye? Yes, I have seen Danye. And I'm going to talk about I'm gonna talk about my Korean dramas too. I'm gonna have a video about my Korean dramas and the female leads and the villains in those dramas, because the villain in Danye, ooh, that crooked face bitch. But yeah, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. They could get this bitch. Oh, I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. That woman made my dandruff just oh my God. Ooh, Lord. So you have to give credit, Lover Senior Epic. It says 100 Days, My Prince was good too. Yeah, 100 Days, My Prince was very good. 100 Days, My Princess. I think, or a queen or something like that. I know it was one. This girl was only a princess for a certain amount of time, and then they got rid of her or whatever. Those are really good. The Korean dramas are the shit. I'm sorry, when I don't have enough Chinese dramas to hand me, keep me okay, I go over to the Korean dramas to fill a void, and they are really, really good. But Danye, honey, that is a damn good Korean drama. The villain in that make your dandruff just go and act up. She was a mess in that. That woman had me just as angry as I was with Consort Go. You understand? It really was. And just the plots and things like that were amazing. It says the Masked King was like Three Kingdoms. I want to see that then, Chantel. I want to see the Masked King because I like Three Kingdoms. Three Kingdoms was long as hell. It was like 70 something episodes, 75 episodes. But they had some lookers in that. They had some characters that you could the brothers that were in this were amazing. Lubin, the guy that plays Lubin, the god of war or whatever in that, he was good. Stupid, but good. His part was really, really good. I could follow it. I got into it. And like I said, it was a guy drama. And it was hella funny to see the different bromances that were inside of that too. Really good. Empress Code, favorite Korean historical drama, Juman and Empress Code. Okay. All right, Yellow Cab. I'm gonna have to check that one out too. Like I said, it's a lot of them that are really, really good as far as Korean dramas. Please do not, miss out on those dramas because they really do have some very, very good ones. Like I said, the jewel, the crown, and the jewel in the crown, or something like that, or the crown jewel. That's another one that was really good. It was funny. It had romance in it. What had me is how different people was hollering at. They were so loud and crazy in that. It was funny the way they talked to each other. Okay, it says do not leave out the cold palace. yeah, Lorraine is in the cold palace because, honey, she ain't never seen eternal love, or eternal love of a dream. So she's in the cold palace right now inside the inside the Empress palace. Cause honey, you cannot be on this channel and you have not seen eternal love. That's what started this whole thing for me, was eternal love. Okay. I'm sorry, Sue Jin was a concert that was passed around like a damn hot potato. Didn't nobody like that bitch. Didn't nobody want that bitch. Everybody kept passing her around. You take her, you take her, you take her. It was terrible with her. Yep, you will not leave until you finish that, honey. All the MeiMies standing outside the door like, girl, you going to be in there just raggedy. You going to be in there raggedy, honey. Yeah, jewel. No, it's called the crown jewel. It was called the jewel in the crown or something like that. Yellow Cab. It's a Korean drama. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, like I said, Eternal Love did it for me on Netflix. That's what started this whole entire channel. And from there, it's just I've seen such amazing stories and amazing dramas with amazing actors that I would have never ever been introduced to if I had not watched that drama. So definitely watch these. And some of them are the direction is gorgeous, the scenery is gorgeous, costumes are amazing. It's just you get lost in that world. They literally suck you into that world, and it bring you out of this depressing shit we in, but it sucks you into their world. And that's the one reason why I do love Chinese drama so much, is that they do that for you. They take me away from my problems and bring me into theirs. And everybody knows everybody can handle somebody else's problems. But you can't handle your own shit. But you can handle somebody else's problems, but and see solutions to somebody else's problems. But very rarely can you do that with yourself. And some of these dramas actually make you handle some of your own stuff a little better. Says eternal love of a dream, love and destiny. Yes, they are the pillars of a Chinese drama and the level of excellence that, as far as I'm concerned, a Chinese drama has to, go up against to be considered a good drama. Okay, you got to at least touch them areas somewhere, as far as I'm concerned, to be considered a good drama, as well as ones like Gensi Palace and things like that, where the acting is just the bomb, you know? Princess Agents 2, yes, and Untamed later. Yes, I agree. I agree. All of these different dramas you have to be able to see to understand what I'm talking about, because like I said, I would have never been introduced to half of the actors and have a love for them and a respect for them if I hadn't started with Eternal Love. Ye Ming is a kick-ass actress all day. Del Briva is a kick-ass actress as well. And I'm beginning to see her range in some of the modern and then the also historical the costume dramas. And the guys, I'm having my favorite guys at this point. Certain ones that I see their faces, I know it's going to be a good drama. You know what I mean? I was happy to see that the movie stars that are normal movie stars are doing the dramas too, like Ken Chun and Mark Chow. Ken Chun and Mark Chow are movie stars. They deal in the movies, not necessarily these dramas that actually have 46 and 60 episodes. It says The Legend of Faye. Yeah, that's not out yet. That's not out yet. I think that comes out later on this month, if I'm not mistaken. The Legend of Faye should be out probably, I think, on the 28th. Somebody gave me a date of the 28th of December. That one got me started watching Princess Wu Young. Yeah. Like I said, I watched Princess Wu Young just before it even got put on Netflix. I was like, whoa, they put it on Netflix. So I was like, okay, this is going to be pretty cool. And I didn't realize just how cool it was going to be. I loved it. And then at the same time, if it finds its way to Netflix, you know damn well it was a good drama over in China. It says, I find that China dramas are more ruthless. And I don't know about that, Yellow Cab. They're about the same. They're about the same. Korean dramas, they smack the hell out of you, shit like that. The one thing I can say that inside Chinese dramas, in the Quinn, different dynasties are where you see the difference in the men. From what I see, the Quinn dynasty, where the guys' heads look like a light bulb and they got the little hair in the back, those men actually beat your ass. I mean, they were more into physical fighting to me. Very, very manly men. And I absolutely am here for them. Anytime I see them, they rule the world. That dude that played as the emperor, and that was gorgeous too. It says, yes, I have seen what is that? Arthur Chronicles. I love the uncle in that with the swooped over hair. He was gorgeous too. And the baby, the young boy that was playing that, he was super fine. He was really, really fine. Korean dramas are more tame than Chinese dramas on a whole. Like I said, it all depends on which ones you're watching, what different ones you're watching. It all depends. I've seen some that, like I said, people getting their ass whooped is equal. But the ones like when they are dealing with Joseon and stuff like that, I like those. The ones where they're in the costumes in the older times, I like those. And then the modern ones are pretty cool too. I just find strangely enough that I just can't believe that all these Asian men are just this emotionally neglected. That they just get a lot out of holding your hand or hugging you. The hug shit get on my nerves. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm too much of a freak for all that hugging and holding hand shit. Sorry. I'm like, they are just so, a hug and a hold of a hand is just so much to them. I'm like, damn. They ready to get married after somebody squeeze them too much. Like, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get too close to them. They in love and shit. I'm like, what kind of shit is this? You could hang out with me as a friend. I would be getting misunderstandings all over the place. She held my hand, she hugged me, she touched me like this. I'm like, I just can't believe that that's real life. You know what I'm saying? That these men are that absent of physical. You know what I'm saying? Just body touching. I'm like, black people hug each other and we do all kind of shit with each other. Hell, shit. Some of the women go up and just squeeze your ass. I'm serious. I got girlfriends just walk up to you, squeeze your butt cheeks, like, girl, what's wrong with you? You know, like that's your old crazy self, and we brush it off. So I'm not used to somebody just, you put your hand next to mine and shit, and all of a sudden you in love. It's like, what? Them kisses with the eyes open. Oh my God. Would you close your eyes? That is so weird. I just wonder am I the only one that sees this shit. Because I'm like, if this dude don't close his eyes, that is just the weirdest shit. Because I know who kisses with their eyes open. It says, I agree. The kissing with the wolf sucks. Their lips are too tight together. No, some of the wolf's kisses were actually looked like they was kind of real. He looked like he was trying to get it a couple of times. Then other times they were odd. You know what I'm saying? But on awkwardness, you could tell that they're young. I'll say that much, that they're young with it. You know what I'm saying? So if they're trying to say that these are 14-year-olds trying to kiss, okay, I get that. But then when it's older women and it's clear that they're older, it's still just all of this. You don't have no kind of, your mama don't hug you, don't nobody give you no love. So anything, a hug is just, you just take that to a whole nother level. It's just weird to me. It says gave you a little insight to the history back then. Okay. I guess. But with the modern dramas, it's the same way. I'm looking at these girls and how some of them dress inside the modern dramas. They got skirts all the way up to you know what I'm saying, past their knees, and these men are going crazy because she stood next to them close. You know, it's like shit, like this girl got on the shortest shorts whatsoever, and it's like, and you gone because she stood next to you. That's crazy. The best scenes. He said you should have a tour best scenes award next time. Okay, you know what? That's true because there are some scenes that I absolutely did like in a lot of these dramas that I go back to myself. That I have to say that were amazing scenes. In Legend of Feo, the bathroom scene was the shit. Honestly, Ethan Wan is the only one that I can say that did sexy. He did sexily flawless. He did a sexy tease. He did a sexy man that likes to tease flawless. And I know why he did it flawless. See, that's a sign. That's a Scorpio thing. It really is. And he let his sign just flow from him because I loved him. I loved him in every scene. He was sexy in every consecutive scene. Hands down. He is somebody I just like to watch on inside of Legend of Feo. I saw him and I think another older drama, and I'm not sure about it, what the name was, but he was playing in that too as a guy who slept with the girl, got drunk and slept with the wrong chick on a cruise. It says, who had defined kisses? You know what? Let me see. It's kind of hard to think about that because you don't get a lot of kissing inside of Chinese dramas. You really got to think hard about that shit. You got to think hard about that shit. The only person that I saw kissing, honestly, that I was intrigued about was Nei Ying inside of Rise of the Phoenix when he was playing with Nene. He didn't kiss her. He was just playing with her. And that just turned me on totally. I was like, and when he finally did get a kiss, it was underwater. It was like, how can you get into that shit? We drowning here. You know what I'm saying? But that one was good. Let's see. The Emperor did his thing too inside of A Love of a Dream with Miss Del Riva. He did his thing too. But then Mark Chow, he fucked you up inside of Eternal Love with the kissing too. Eternal love. Definitely. I have to give it to Mark Child on that. Yeah, love and redemption. Yep, that's true too. The country cabin. It's like you always know when the male lead and the female lead are going. You're gonna end up. They're gonna have their little time, and that little time is gonna be like in the only memory capsule that they have of them being alone and by themselves in the drama, and that kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just know, like when Nei Ying and Nene were in the cave, you knew that was the only alone time that they were going to have throughout the entire flick. You just knew it, and that kind of pissed me off. Is that a time where no one can bother them and interfere. It says, "Too bad we can't put photos into this chat." Yeah, I know. So it says Yin Yin and unreciprocated Mark Child, General and I. Yeah, that's true. Van Zing the mostly forced. We're not y'all not gonna mess with my next video. My next video I'm already working on it. All the people you talked about, we definitely gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about them because they do have issues. They got some serious issues. Honey, Mr. Bing Ben is too fine for his own good. He's too fine for his own good. And he always gonna be that dude with woman problems because he pretty. But anyway, I have some things I have to do today. So I wanted to try to make this video a little shorter today because I got to run out before I cannot run out at all here in Chicago. But I did want to let you guys know that shut up, Brenda, you ain't right. I did want to let you guys know that we are going to have a Discord, New Year's Eve little celebration. So like I said, get dressed up, get cute, ladies. This is your time where I'm not the only one that's cute on video. You all will be able to talk to me on video there, and we all will be celebrating from all around the world. I got ladies from Germany, Australia, America, all over the states in America watching, the UK. We have everybody over in Discord, so this is definitely going to be something to watch, and it's going to be a lot of fun because your girl likes to dance. And like I said, you better bring it, honey, because I'm going to be pointing. Everybody got to dance. Everybody got to dance, okay? We're going to have an excellent time. It's always going to be fun with your girl, the Chinese Drama Addict, and I will see you guys next week on my live once I get in some more of these dramas that are about to drop pretty soon. I want you all to let God bless and keep you. All of you all stay safe, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye.